James Lee, Lexington Henry Clay High School. James Lee earned All-State honors in 1973 and 1974. He led the 1973 Henry Clay Blue Devils to the Sweet 16, where he was named to the All-Tournament team. His powerful, athletic game was astonishing to watch, as were the head-to-head rivalry games versus Bryan Station's Jack Givens. It was a talent show for the ages during their parallel high school careers. James attended the University of Kentucky along with Givens and played on the 1978 NCAA Championship team.
I grew up in a family of 7 kids. I'm the baby. I had 5 sisters and 1 brother, 2 loving parents. My father was a minister in Lexington for 40 years before his passing. I had a great, loving family. We loved getting together. We loved being together. Brother was the only one that played, and he was the inspiration behind that. I was about 8 or 9 years old. He was playing at the great Dunbar High School in the early 60s. That was the big thrill that got me started in basketball. Oh, my brother was one. It was our lead. You got Bobby Washington, Joe Hampton, Vincent Williams, Big George Wilson. It was just fun growing up around that. I tried football and I tried baseball. Football was in a little league. And it was so cold one Saturday, I said, I got to find something else to do. This is just not for me to be out here this cold. And then one summer, I was playing baseball, one of the hottest days in the world. Nobody hit the ball to me, so I said, I got to find something else. So that's what took me to basketball. My high school year was great. Came under Coach Alport. I mean, hands down, wonderful, wonderful coach. You give him 100% and he's gonna give you 110. He just wanted you to go out and play hard. He said, don't worry about the refs, don't worry about none of that. I would take care of that. My high school years, we had 4 great schools that had great competition. You know, the biggest rival was Bryan Station with Jack. Then we went across town to Tate Street High School. You had Sam Thompson. Over on the other side of town, Lafayette, it wasn't no easy game on any night when you played against each other in the 70s. It was just a great competition. And it was just hard to get out of Lexington. You had 4 great teams that I thought could have represented the state well. We went our junior year and we played Bullitt Central, and we beat up on them pretty good. And then we ran into Shawnee with Wayne Golden and Ronnie McDaniels. I was kind of a homeboy, so I wasn't worried about going far. But at that time, I wanted both of my parents to see me play. So me and my father used to talk a lot about where I was going because he was curious about where I was going. He asked the question, have you ever considered Kentucky? You could see his joy, and that made me proud and joyful to know that I made him proud. I think sports brought unity to each other. It brought trust to each other. It brought a respect for each other, because at the time we didn't know how to react to white players, black players, and for us to unite and put together and realize we're not different at all. We're just the color of our skin, but we love a game that brought us great joy, and that was the biggest thing you can learn is the unity and the respect that you have for each other. Going into the Hall of Fame is probably things that you dream about. This is one of the highest honors you can get. Mostly proud I've done something that I was blessed with and used my talents to the fullest, and to be rewarded as being a part of our elite class of Kentucky Hall of Fame. What a wonderful honor.